Welcome to Houston, Texas, and the house Bill Yeoman and Andre Ware built, home to the Houston Cougars, where the fans are ready for liftoff. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Arkansas State Red Wolves, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Houston Cougars. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Red Wolves will get us underway with the opening kickoff. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Charles. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Pulls and fires complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Cougars want to crank the tempo.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Snatches it on the right. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Now, this offense knew coming into the game they were going to get some opportunities to take shots down the field. They feel like they've got the guys in the perimeter to win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert third and short from the 30? Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play, and that was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on third down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15. They're going to run just about their entire opening script on the 1st drive of the game. 12th play coming up on 3rd down. They're trying to get to it. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. No good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score. The errant 45-yard field goal try sets them up with the football on their own 28. They'll try the right side. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. Makes the catch. It's Morris. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
And a running back who can take a dump-off pass like that and take it for a gain, that can really be a quarterback's best friend. It's an easy way to rack up touches, but also get the ball to your playmaker in open space.
On the move. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground. Looking to throw, it's Pugh. Dances away from the heat. He'll get rid of it. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
I know it wasn't an interception, but a lot of times tips and deflections leads to interceptions. Great job by the defender getting his mitt on the football.
The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. He's got it.
Man, they needed that one, and that took every bit of concentration by the wide receiver there. That was awesome. Big 3rd down. You got to make the catch, but you got to make sure you stay in bounds. And he did a really good job of securing that and keeping the chains moving.
And the Red Wolves come to the line with a new set of downs. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Cummings. Steps away to find some room. Going to try to get it himself. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy, because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
The Red Wolves trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas State. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
He just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's in goal. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Houston offense once again. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll go right back to him. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And he's running in the open. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. The Miami Red Hawks made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit win on the road. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing inside this program. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. It's 1st down from back at their own 24-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. A full dive to haul that one in. They had hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, 1st and 10. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
To the air, it's Cummings. Fires to the wideout. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And this is why defensive coordinators lose sleep at night, because guys like this have the football in their hand almost every single play. 3rd down, nothing open. He makes it happen himself. Now set up with a great scoring opportunity with 1st and goal.
And the Red Wolves trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Red Wolves! Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
14, Houston, 7.
Fair catch, called for and made. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
It's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Clark.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a crease to the left. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Wide out in motion. Makes the grab over the middle. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. Houston going up tempo.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And the Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Lets it fly deep downfield. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's just part of playing the position, and that's an interception this young man's going to learn from. That's the 1st interception he's thrown in his college football career, and guess what? It's probably not going to be his last. You got to turn the page and learn from it.
To the air on 1st down. He tries to take the top off. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. To the air. It's Cummings. Back open in the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Running backs nowadays, they are wide receivers. I mean, you got to feature them in the pass game. Why? Because you get matchups on linebackers like this. Great job getting the football near the line of scrimmage. Bam, break a tackle, make something happen, get 10-plus yards.
Offense gets set for second down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he breaks into the open. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy.
Time to take a shot. And he makes the catch.
There ain't no fucking way he caught that. Come on.
Open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Using his feet. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, this guy's a
way
weapon
he
throwing
fucking
it
got
and
that
running
shit.
it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they...
God damn it, man.
In the end zone. Touchdown, Red Wolves. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
Can't, my
So
fucking
that
defense
scoring
can't
drive
stop
took
this.
only 6 plays. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Fielded in the end zone, it's in goal. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sideline. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Going up top on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Robinson. At midfield, he's got room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Complete in the middle. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout, Houston.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires in the trap.
Should have kicked the fucking field goal.
Taking it the other way. And he'll
Should have
be
kicked
brought
my field
down,
goal.
and that's how we'll end the 1st half.
I'm making dumbass decisions. I said decisions. Fucking
That's the end of the
shit.
2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
With the score, Arkansas State 21, Houston 7.
Second half just about ready to start, and Houston will kick it off. On the run from inside his own 5. Slips through the line.
Shit.
He's got an alley. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas State. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Toledo was able to cap off a close one inside the Glass Bowl with a narrow victory. And that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He finds his man.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line.
Offensively, are you going to take 4 to 6 every play? Yes, please. Sign me up for that. I'm going to take that every single time. Great job by the offense. Staying patient, staying true to who they are. You want to run the football. You want to be physical. You want to establish yourself. Check, check, check.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Robinson. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself opening. Nice job between those two.
He's got it on the right. The defense wouldn't let him lose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Houston wants to play fast.
Man, oh man, how about that play by the linebacker? I'm thinking, I got to get the run, I got to get the run. Oh, I see the quick pass, now I got to break on it and go catch this really, really fast guy over here. How about the job he does, getting him on the ground, nowhere to go. Nice closing speed by that linebacker.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
He'll just keep slinging it. Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
This could be a major turning point in this game, going for it inside their own 40. Quarterback will audible. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Going over the top. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Line gets set, first down. Quick release by the QB.
Watch my fucking defense get a stop.
Immediately short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
On the move at the 30. He's off to the races. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big when he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
And that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration.
Pick that,
to stop
40.
that outside run.
Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Cummings. Using the quick game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth down.
The Houston offense ready to go back to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? He's looking to throw it. Pressure coming. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss. It has been said that the other team's quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard, and he did.
And often is good, too. The most you can get to him, but great job by the defense.
Going for it all. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
He'll take another shot here.
Yeah.
Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Charles. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. With the catch, it's Charles. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring in for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Houston going up tempo.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum.
And it's his 4th interception.
Hell no.
He was trying to
Come
get
on,
that return going.
Robinson.
Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
You don't make a play on that?
Man, this thing's starting to snowball now in a bad way for this offense. 2nd interception in as many drives. This quarterback has got to be able to turn the page and make better decisions.
Turns it on in midfield. Oh, look out. There he goes. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Man, that is so tough. When you play defense, you get your eyes on your keys, and you got to read them, but sometimes they lie to you. You could see the little misdirection by this offense, fooled the defense, created some space. The offense took advantage and made a huge play.
Dropping back, it's Cummings. Grabs it in the middle. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period.
Oh.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The corners are walked up tight. He's looking for a man on second down. Coming after him.
Where was the man that was covering him?
Touchdown, Red Wolves! And the stomping has commenced. Lining up to add another. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. First down for this offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game one, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this guy.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
From the gun, running back gets to give. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He'll take a deep shot here. And he makes the catch inside the 15. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Cougar.
Nice pitch, nice catch. And listen,
the fake, and he wants to throw. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the two-point conversion. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting.
The expressway is wide open. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Looking to go up top on first down. And as he throws, can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass, it's Pugh. Using his legs to buy some time. He's right on target. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. The Red Wolves will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. He's just got to make sure he's making the right decisions.
the first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. And they fail to hook up on third down.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass. They're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Colorado State rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Kansas Stadium. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
And I'll tell you what, when you drop back and you know you got that slot work in the middle of the field and you know how fast he is, you just wait for him to come open, throw that strike, and you know he'll take care of the rest. Nice.
Looking for a huge play. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. Firmly in control of this game, we'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, Dave. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down.
And, dude, when you got a guy like this that can just hit the gas and go pick up 15-plus yards, what a luxury. How nice is it to have a quarterback like that when I'm a tailback, when I can send the tailback one direction, the quarterback the other direction. This guy's just got so much speed.
Hit the afterburners, kid. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is...
Touchdown, Red!
Hell no.
And the punishment has been extended.
That is fucking wicked.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. The offense set for a first down play. They'll give it to the back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.